Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. So glad you're with me for another video. If you have not yet subscribed, I absolutely invite you to do so. Click the little bell to be notified of all my future uploads. And let's get into today's video, which is I'm going to be demonstrating using my favorite brand, one of my all-time favorite brands, which is Gimme Glow Cosmetics. This is not sponsored, okay? Gimme Glow they have an idea of who I am for very different reasons, not because of the content I create with their stuff, for a totally unrelated reason. But they know kind of who I am, but they have no idea who I am. So this is not sponsored, in case you guys were thinking, oh, she's sponsored and she's not disclosing. I'm not. I genuinely love the brand. I have done so many videos with their stuff. I love it. So let's go ahead and let's just dive on, kicking on off with Gimme Glow. First, starting off with their brushes. I love their brushes. These are synthetic brushes. They're very nice. They're very soft. They have some face brushes. They have a lot of eye brushes. You really get a lot of like different options. You get some that are a little bit more fluffy. You get ones that are a little bit more like precise, like for like inner corners, things like that. So I really feel like they have a good range of brushes. Of course, you know, I feel like there's always room to expand. So I feel like, you know, I'm hoping they're going to come out with some, you know, different brushes here and there. But let's go ahead. I like to start with the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the priming of the eyes. So they did launch an eyeshadow primer. I know they were discontinuing these. I think there's still a few left. They came in all different kinds of colors. They released these on Black Friday in 2020. So that's just what I'm going to say. I want to do something kind of ethereal, blue, purple kind of a thing. Let's start off with the shade right here. This is going to be a single in the shade Wink. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to take some on one of their brushes, their big fluffy brushes. I'm going to go ahead and start placing this. Now with purples and blues, sometimes you need to pack it on. That's just how it's going to go. So I'm just gonna set that big huge palette over there, and I am just going to start. Yeah, I think this was like the perfect color. It's like purpley but blue at the same time. It's a really pretty color. I like this so far. We'll see how everything turns out. Sometimes it's all about playing around and figuring out what works and what doesn't. So we'll see. Let's just get in there. I'm gonna move to like a little bit more of like a purpley shade. So we're gonna go into this right here, which is called Toxic. It's a little bit more of like a deeper purple, and I'm just gonna focus that like right here in my crease area. Just kind of pulling that in. The thing with like really fun colors is sometimes you really have to work with them. I find with Gimme Glow, like even though you may have to work with it a little bit, it's still really good quality. Just, it is what it is. So then for the outer portion, I want to go into this shade right here called Grapeness. This seems like a really pretty like purpley blue, so, and it's nice and deep, so I think that will really go well with what we've got going on thus far. Gimme Glow then came out with a glitter glue primer. I usually use the NYX glitter glue, but Gimme Glow didn't make one. So we're gonna go ahead. This one is a little bit more liquidy than you would expect from like the NYX glitter glue. The NYX one is a little bit more thick and kind of has a white tint to it. This right here is very clear and it's a little bit more like watery. I'm just gonna do one eye at a time. But another thing that I found that I forgot about, and honestly I used to hate these, is these over-the-top vaults. So these are like little like shimmers, and you can intensify them with this mixing medium. I had tried them with the mixing medium. I didn't really like them, so I kind of just like honestly tossed these to the side and was just like, I don't really feel like I need this. But then I just kind of rediscovered it one day without using the mixing medium, and I'm absolutely obsessed with these. So we have a couple different options. So first we have this right here, which is Roses Remix. That's kind of pretty. It's like a gold, rose gold. We have Glamorous, which is more of like a champagne. Not what I'm wanting. We have Ring of Fire. It's a little bit more, it's like a bronzy pink. That might be a good option. Honestly, I think I just want to go into like Roses Remix if we're gonna be. So you just take these, you just pop off the little cover part. You gotta give me a second, my fingers don't always want to cooperate. So I honestly just take some and I just pour it into like my hand. So this is what we've got. It's really pretty. They do have single, like just regular, you know, shades that you can just apply. As so, kind of like all around. I think that's so pretty. Roses Remix is really good. I really like to use Roses Remix like the single for like really special occasions or something like that. So I don't know, I think it looks really cute that way. I'm gonna get a little bit more on my finger. I really want like the glitter to be like vada voom in your face, but yeah, that's really okay. So here's where I kind of want to step in just a second, because right now I haven't sat my face yet. They have a setting powder, but I want to go in with one of their highlighters because there's going to be two highlighters that we're going to try. So this is called Late Night Coastin'. This one's really, really glittery, and I just want to focus that kind of along here. Although my face is kind of sticky, just going to lightly apply it so it's not too much. And some like right here, just like so. So their highlighters are really nice, blinding, beaming. You can of course lightly tap it in if you would like to get something a little bit more glowy. Add this on top of like your foundation, cream products, whatever the case may be. They do have, or they did have, I will try to link everything that they still have available down below, is a setting powder. And I need to put in just like a little bit. This is in the shade Powdered Sugar. So this is a very, very like light color. So I'm just going to take a giant brush, fluff it up, and tap off the extra. Like so. My face is dry, so I don't really need a lot of powder. And then just start going through and slowly setting the face. Now, as you can tell, when you start setting the face, you'll lose kind of some of that shine from like the highlighter, which is why we'll go in with another one, because I like to glow, I like to beam, I like all the in-between. And again, it just looks really good. Gimme Glow products are very good. Even if they make them and then decide to discontinue them, I still stand for it. I'm still a stan. Or I still stand for it. I still stan it. Am I making any sense? You know what? Moving on. Moving on. So now we're going to dive on into the lower lash line. I'm going to start off with this shade right here. This is called Sky High. And I'm just going to go ahead, dust a little bit of that off. I'm just going to go ahead and smoke that right on out on the lower lash lines. It's going to be a little bit different than what we got going on top, but that is okay with me. That's quite alright. Alright. Then I'm going to move on. Let's dive on into like this shade right here. This one is Cloud Sapphire. And we're just going to take that and brush it a little bit. Right up a little bit more on that. Oh, and then for the very outer, I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is called, I think it's like something Ocean. No, that's called Starboy. Is it this one that's Ocean? High by the Beach. we'll go in with Starboy and just focus that right here. Right there. For the inner corner, I'm going to go into this little shade right here called Satellite, which is a really pretty silver. And I'm just going to focus that right here on my inner corner. I feel like that's perfect because I did not take any single. We're going to move on into the bronzer. I'm going to use Good Times and Tan Lines. That's the one I'm going to use for the bronzer. I have quite a few of these colors in different shades, and I enjoy them. And I'm just going to take that on their bronzer brush and just start to really warm up my face a little bit. But it's not too much. Like, it's not like so warm that I'm looking a little oompa, maybe even limpa. I think it looks perfect all the same. Just so good. Such a good product. Such good products just in general. Kind of grabbed 3 different types of blushes. I have this right here called Sweet Cheeks. We have this one, which is Lilac Euphoria. I don't know if any of those are gonna go. But then we have this one right here, which is called Mauvulous. Let's try Mauvulous. Let's just try it, see what we get. You never know. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. These are really pigmented as well. And just start to stipple that on the cheeks. Like so. I mean, again, like, they're just pigmented, easy to blend out. Just really good brand. I was gonna say bland, but brand is where I'm trying to go with this. And another type of highlighter that they had were these. These are like the loose highlighters. Be prepared, because you may think you're prepared for the level of shine you're about to get, but I promise you, you're really not. Just like so. I mean, like, yikes, yikes, yikes. And like, the crazy part is, like, I'm like barely tapping this on. Another thing Give Me Glow has that I personally really enjoy are their lip options. I love like their liquid lips. They have great glosses. The glosses are definitely really pigmented. So if you're somebody who maybe just wants a liner and like a pigmented gloss, great formula. If you like matte liquid lipsticks but find that they're really drying, I really like their formula. It's great. And then they came out with some lip liners as well. I'm personally just going to use the matte one in this, but you can combine them, mix and match, do whatever it is you would like with these. I love them so much, and they smell like cupcakes. Yes, just like so. What I really like about like these like liquid lipsticks and things like that is they're very, very pigmented. I have quite a few black liquid lipsticks in my collection, but they're just not as great. They're either really streaky, really stringy, not super opaque. It's just like this right here is a great black matte lip. It lays down nice and matte. It's not streaky, it's not stringy, anything like that, and it provides really good opacity. The completed and final look using Give Me Glow products. Obviously, everything I use for a full face isn't all Give Me Glow products, but for the majority of my look, I have used Give Me Glow, and I'm just obviously just so impressed. Give Me Glow just blows me away all the time. I love using their products. They are so good. I will link all of these products that I can down below. I will link their website. Honestly, if you have ever been like the least bit curious about them, anything like that, I would say definitely go check them out. I'm always happy with their product. Let me know if you guys love Give Me Glow. Let me know your favorite products from them. Do you have a favorite palette? Maybe you have a favorite lip gloss combo, whatever the case may be. Leave all that down below. Let me know what you guys think of this look. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.